Guys, got another great question here from Wes Campbell. Wes, hope you're doing well. Thanks for your question, and I hope we can help. The question is, my driver swing and my iron swing are different. Should they be more so the same, or should they be? Is it okay that they're different?
Great question.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you take a look at somebody hitting a driver and you take a look at somebody hitting an iron, you're going to see some things that look different at address. Obviously, when we change things at address, there's going to be some different mechanics that are going on with the strike of the ball and the way your body moves. I would say the biggest difference between irons and woods is just the way you set up. You're going to have a lot more tilt behind the ball with the driver. Obviously, we know the ball's a lot more forward. So we should see a lot more head back at impact and the delivery of the club more on an upswing.
And wouldn't you say a big reason for that, Andy, is because the ball's actually on the tee?
Absolutely.
Okay.
When the ball's sitting on the tee, it gives us the availability to hit the ball with an upward blow, and a setup that allows your head to be back gives you more permission to do that. So you're going to see a little more head back at this position with the driver. I would say the best player on the tour that does this right now is Tommy Fleetwood. You could see his impact from the head-on view. His head's well back. He looks like a long drive hitter, and then when you watch him hit an iron, his head's much more on top of the ball. So I'm going to let Chase show you the difference between the two. Let's do driver first.
Okay, we go to impact here, Andy?
Yeah, just go to impact.
Okay, here we go, Wes.
So impact, you can see how his head's back. This gives him the ability to hit the ball more with an upward blow, which means his low point of his swing is going to be back in here somewhere, and the club's going to be working back up into the ball. Now, that's based off of his setup. So show him what the setup would look like with the driver.
Absolutely.
So you can see
Be a little bit more tilt here.
Yes.
Head more behind the ball.
much more tilt, head back, which gives us the starting point that we need to deliver this club more on the way up. Okay? Now, if we go to the other side of that, and we go to an iron, we're not going to see that kind of tilt, because now the ball's on the ground. So we're going to see his head a lot more on top of the ball. He still has shoulder tilt,
Just not as much.
but
right?
just not as much, because the ball position is going to be a little closer to the center of his stance. And when he gets the impact here, show him what impact would look like. His head's going to be a little more on top of the ball, still behind it, but more on top of the ball. Not as much shoulder tilted impact, which is going to give him the ability to hit the ball first and strike the turf after, giving him this wonderful shaft movement. So the difference between those two has to do with the setup,
So a little bit of ball position, the setup.
the ball being teed up.
Absolutely.
We're going to hit up on the driver. We're going to hit down on the irons. But in your mind, did you make a different swing?
No, when I was playing out there on the tour, I did not feel as if my swings were different at all.
I didn't have a driver swing.
No,
versus
there's
an
no
iron
driver swing, no iron swing. I basically just let my setup take care of everything else. Right.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
So the thing is I have seen students that have a driver swing and an iron swing. And that, to me, is not the way to go about this. If you can just set up your body to hit the shot and then let your swing do its thing, you'll have much better results.
It'd be much more consistent. Totally.
So that's a great question.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Wes, for your input. I really appreciate it, and I hope this helps.